Just 1 minute ago, a ripple was sent across the internet as Dylan Wang, the beloved Chinese actor and model, stunned fans with a post that no one saw coming. If you don't want to miss updates like this in the future, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now, because when celebrities like Dylan Wang move in silence and then shake the world in a single second, you'll want to be the first to know. The moment the notification pinged, millions of fans dropped what they were doing. Whether it was early morning or the dead of night, people scrambled to open their phones, wondering what the Meteor Garden star could possibly be sharing. After all, Dylan is no stranger to social media, but he's also not the kind of celebrity who posts just for the sake of it. When he speaks, when he posts, there's usually meaning, intention, and often, a twist. At first glance, the image seemed ordinary. It was a moody, dimly lit selfie, classic Dylan. He was dressed in a loose black hoodie, his hair slightly tousled, giving off that effortless charm he's known for. But what caught everyone's attention wasn't just the image. It was the caption. 5 words. Time to say goodbye, maybe. That single sentence triggered a firestorm of speculation. What did he mean? Was it about a project? Was it personal? Or was he being cryptic for a reason? Instantly, the comment section exploded. Thousands of fans started typing furiously, desperate for clarity, for reassurance, or for answers. Was Dylan Wang announcing a departure? Was this the end of his acting career? Was he hinting at taking a break? Some wondered if it had something to do with his recent interviews, where he spoke openly about the pressures of fame, the loneliness that creeps in between glamorous red carpets and crowded film sets. In those moments, Dylan had appeared vulnerable, real, and perhaps quietly tired. But others thought there might be something else at play. Just last week, fans had noticed that Dylan had unfollowed several industry accounts, including one director he had worked with in the past. At the time, many brushed it off as algorithm glitches or maybe just digital decluttering. But in hindsight, everything started to connect. Was this a subtle build-up to a major announcement? And let's not forget, Dylan Wang has always been one to leave breadcrumbs. Fans who followed him since his breakout role as Dao Mingxi know that he rarely speaks without layers of meaning. Every gesture, every image, every lyric he quotes, often carries a deeper message. This post was no different. Within minutes, Dylan Wang and Time to Say Goodbye were trending across multiple platforms. On Weibo, the post racked up hundreds of thousands of likes within the hour. On Instagram, fans from around the world flooded the comments, offering love, support, confusion, and more than anything, questions. Was he quitting acting? Was he retiring from the industry that made him a household name? Then came the theories. Some believed it had to do with his recent drama series. There were rumors, never confirmed, that production had been challenging, and that Dylan had been pushed beyond his limits. Others brought up the possibility of military service, something many Chinese male celebrities must face eventually. Was Dylan preparing to enlist? It's a possibility no one wanted to entertain, but the timing? It made sense. But there was a third group of fans, the ones who saw beyond the ambiguity. They pointed out the use of the word maybe. That single word changed everything. Time to say goodbye, maybe. It wasn't final. It wasn't absolute. It was suspended in air, open-ended, a dangling thought that felt more like a tease than a farewell. Was Dylan just playing with emotions? Was he preparing for a comeback of epic proportions? Not long after the post went live, a few eagle-eyed fans noticed a change on his profile. A new link had been added. One that led to a mysterious countdown page. No branding, no title, just a ticking clock set to zero out in exactly 72 hours. Whatever Dylan Wang was planning, it wasn't just a random post. This was the beginning of something. Still, the questions kept coming. Why now? Why this tone? And why the ambiguity? Dylan has never been known to drop bombshells recklessly. His career has been carefully curated, his image controlled yet authentic. For someone who grew up in the public eye, From his idol producer days to leading roles in massive dramas, he's mastered the art of balancing privacy and public intrigue. But even with that knowledge, fans couldn't help but worry. Many took to fan forums, some even posting tearful video reactions. Media outlets scrambled to keep up. Entertainment blogs published think pieces. Was Dylan making a statement about fame? About burnout? About wanting more out of life than the constant churn of celebrity culture? One article took a different angle, analyzing his recent shift in fashion. Over the past few months, Dylan's style had become more minimal, more somber. Was this a reflection of his mood? A symbolic shedding of an old image? Or simply an evolution in personal taste? Fashion, after all, is often the first language of change. But beyond the aesthetic shifts and cryptic captions, what struck most fans was the timing. Dylan had just completed filming a major drama series. His contract with a high-profile brand had just ended. It was the perfect moment, if there ever was one, for reinvention or retreat. And perhaps that's what this was. Not a goodbye, but a transition. A pause. A breath before the next act. The entertainment industry is relentless, and for someone as intensely admired as Dylan, the pressure must be immense. Maybe this was his way of reclaiming agency. Maybe goodbye wasn't directed at fans or fame, but at an old version of himself. Still, fans held their breath. Refreshing his page. Waiting. Hoping. Then, almost 10 hours later, a second post appeared. A black screen with white text, set in bold font. It read, 72 hours. I'll explain everything. Just trust me. That was it. No photo. No location tag. No emojis. Just a promise. And in that moment, the fandom shifted from panic to anticipation. Whatever Dylan Wang had planned, it was big. It wasn't a retirement. It wasn't a goodbye. It was a setup. A masterclass in how to own your narrative in a world that constantly tries to write it for you. So now, the world waits. 72 hours on the clock. A fandom on edge. And one of Asia's brightest stars holding all the cards. If there's one thing this post proved, it's that Dylan Wang isn't just an actor. He's a storyteller. And right now, he's got us all hooked. Stay tuned, because when that countdown hits 0, we'll be here with the full story. But until then, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a moment like this. Because with Dylan Wang, every second counts.